It isn't all bad.
And it isn't all good. Alan, that sounds like I am just slinging mud to get even.
Be positive, Monica.
How can I be positive with the whole town thinking I'm a murderer?
Listen, don't be silly. The important thing is the police, and what you have done is you have shifted the interest from you back onto Heather and Scotty.
Excuse me, but they let Heather out of jail, probably because she pointed the finger at me.
Monica, listen to me, darling. She is still the correct suspect, and the prime suspect. It says so right in the newspaper.
I don't care what it says, Alan. This whole thing is backfired.
It'll work.
Oh, come on, don't give me any cliches. I can read enough of those in the stupid paper. Look, the whole press conference was a mistake from the very beginning. All it's made me look like is a sitting duck.
You did the right thing, Monica. The important thing is that you don't show anybody that you are fazed in the slightest.
I agree completely. We hold our heads high.
Well, you can, Edward. Yours isn't about to be chopped off.
Monica, you don't have anything to worry about. The fact that you were willing to see them proves that you don't have anything to hide. None of us do.
How's Mother taking it?
Your mother doesn't know half of what's going on. She's upstairs planning the party for Jimmy Lee.
You underestimate Lila once again, as you usually do, Edward.
No, perhaps. The whole world could be going to hell around her. She still keeps on with her party plans, calm and unruffled, convinced the whole damn thing's going to blow over.
She has more common sense, though, than anybody. She's the only one who stayed here the night of the murder.
Yes, maybe if we all stayed here with Lila the night of the murder, there wouldn't have been a murder.
Something?
No, I can't.
Come on, you got to keep up your strength.
For what, slaughter? I'm sorry, he came in the servants' entrance.
Afternoon, everybody.
Oh, thank you, Stella. That'll be all.
I read about your trouble. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, thank you, but I don't think it's going to do much help.
Well, I'm afraid that the news I have for you is not going to be much help either. Scorpio put two and two together, meaning Susan Baldwin and Crane Tulliver.
You told him?
No, I didn't tell him. Somebody did. It wasn't me.
What about Scorpio?
Well, he knows I spoke to Susan Baldwin.
And how did you explain that connection?
Just told him the truth. Told him that she called me, wanted me to help her ruin the family, and that I didn't want to do anything with it.
What did he say about Tolliver?
Well, he knew we were both in jail that night. And somebody told him that I had some kind of interest in him.
How did you handle that?
Easy. I told him that the old man was sick, had the DTs. I wanted to help him. I felt sorry for him.
Oh, come on. Scorpio is not idiot enough to believe that.
What would you have the boys say? Tell Scorpio about the blackmail scheme? I knew we could count on you. You're doing your job, and we're doing ours. Stella! I have something I want you to see.
Yes, sir?
There's an envelope on the dining room table. Would you bring it to me, please?
Certainly.
Father, what are you doing?
I want to let Jimmy know how much we appreciate him being a part of this family. Thank you, Stella. Okay, read this. Handwritten invitation to your party in your honor. Lila's sending them out now.
It's very nice.
How many of those do you want for yourself?
3 will do it.
Have you picked out what you're going to wear?
Monica.
Well, excuse me, Edward, but there are a few more important things on my mind. For instance, being accused of murder.
Not only that, what happens if Scorpio finds Tolliver?
I don't think he's even close.
Well, he has been very, very close to the truth. Why not to Tolliver?
Well, from what I've seen, I don't think he knows that much about him.
Yet.
I told you if my man Wharton can't find him, nobody can.
Listen, I got to go back to work. I'll see you later.
Stella will get you your invitations.
Right. Good luck.
Well, I think the boy did very well. And I'm going to have a drink.
That's wonderful. Scorpio is breathing down our neck, and I think I'm going to have a drink.
Well, we have nothing to worry about.
Oh, well, excuse me, I can think of a couple of things, like marriage and unsigned divorce papers, for starters.
Well, what about it? I mean, if Scorpio couldn't find Tolliver, he doesn't have a chance in hell in finding those papers.
Where could they be?
Yes, Edward. Where could they be? I mean, you are so confident that they can't be found.
Well, I just hope that both of you realize that those papers could blow this family sky high.
Mrs. Quartermain? Oh, just half a cup, please, Stella. Thank you. Oh, now really, my dears, it can't be as bad as all that.
No, it's worse.
Doesn't look like it's going to get any better either.
Can't wait for the next installment in this sordid little story.
Well, at least this party will make people forget all this unpleasantness for one night at any rate.
Not everybody, Lyra.
Oh, I know what that can be. The messenger already picked up the invitation.
The way things are going, probably the plague.
Oh, it could be worse. Could be the commissioner.
Hi, everybody.
Well, what are you doing here?
I thought you might be interested to know who Scorpio arrested last night.
Well, seeing as it wasn't one of the three of us, I couldn't care less.
You should. It was Crane Tolliver. I figured you'd get a rise out of that.
Yeah, approximating that of an atomic bomb.
Oh, I was afraid Craig might be in town.
What did Scorpio arrest Tolliver for?
Well, I guess you wanted to question him. Find out what he knew.
How do you know all of this?
Because it happened last night at the trailer. I mean, shocked the hell out of me. I thought the guy was Calvin Brown. The commissioner recognized him, though.
What are you talking about?
I've been working with the guy at the university.
For how long?
Practically since I started working there.
Good Lord.
You know, the funny thing is that he came in last night, and he said he had to leave down in kind of a hurry. Said something had come up, and he had to split.
Yeah, something did come up all right. His name in a murder investigation.
What was Scorpio doing at your trailer in the first place?
Well, he came to show me some drawings of old men. Figured I might be able to recognize Tolliver. Just his luck, he was standing right there. Called him by his name, arrested him, and hauled him off. That was the last time I saw the two of them.
I can't believe this. A whole detective agency and half the police department of Port Charles searching for that man. And here he turns up right practically in our own backyard.
And he's been there for weeks.
What do you think, he'll talk?
I can't imagine why. I mean, Crane would certainly not want to go to jail for blackmail. He just wouldn't admit to such a thing.
We're still safe.
Still.
But there's only one other person who knows the true blackmail story, and that's Jimmy Lee here.
And Susan, I guess we don't have to worry about her talking.
Or any of the rest of us, right? We just keep quiet. That's our best hope.
It's our only hope.
This is so exasperating.
Well, that word hardly describes our situation, my dear.
Oh, if I could only see Crane face to face for 1 minute, I'd give him a piece of my mind. How dare he do this to us?
I'd like to see him, too. I'd give him a lot more than a piece of my mind.
Take it easy, Alan. We're suspecting one murder. Let's not push our luck.
Wait a second. I think that Mrs. Quartermain is right. I don't think that Tolliver's going to talk. He's got too much to lose.
When Scorpio lets him go, he sure is going to talk to us.
I bet. Listen, I hope this is not going to change any of the plans for our little party.
Don't you worry about that. We don't want you talking either.
Well, I'm going to be as quiet as a mouse, you know. As long as I got something to look forward to. I wouldn't jeopardize my coming out party. Now, let's see you at the big bash.
I'd like to bash his head in.
How long do we go on with this ridiculous charade? Do we have to?
You want Jimmy Lee to blow the whistle on us?
Come on, there's got to be some other way, Father.
If there were, I wouldn't have agreed to this blasted party.
Oh.
So we're stuck with it.
Really, you three. It's going to be a wonderful party. I promise you. And we need an occasion like this.
You know, like a hole in the head.
Well, I'm on my way to make plans for it.
I am glad she's gone, because the three of us have got to have a strategy session.
I think so as well.
Yeah, there are a few things that need to be aired around here.
For instance,
Well, for instance, we've all been thinking about these incriminating papers. We've all been praying that they are someplace where they are safe and sound. But we really haven't been saying what we're really thinking.
Which is?
How long are we going to cover for each other?
you think one of us took the papers?
Don't you?
It had crossed my mind.
Would mean that one of us killed Susan.
Exactly. Okay, I will say it. You won't. I've been thinking all along that one of you two has killed her.
Monica.
What?
Don't look shocked.
I am shocked. I thought it was one of the two of you who killed her.
And I was convinced it was you or Monica who shot her.
Me? I didn't do it.
Neither did I.
Well, don't look at me.
Well, then it's got to be Tolliver. It's got to be Tolliver, and he had the papers.
Or Scotty.
Or Heather.
Yeah, either that or one of us is lying.
Ralph has some news that he wants to share with us. Tell me.
Well, your party is going to be even better than you expected.
Well, it wouldn't have taken much.
Why?
Celia is coming.
Oh, just what we need.
Isn't that great?
Terrific.
Now Celia one.
I can hardly wait.
The party could hardly have come at a better time.
Well, we're just lucky, I guess.
Boy, it's going to be quite a night.
Well, my dears, if you'll excuse me, I'm rather tired after all this excitement. I think I'll go upstairs and rest.
Well, I'll help you up.
Oh, thank
I just wanted you all to hear the good news.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
One question. Why us?
Come on, what else can go wrong?
Oh, please don't say that, Monica. Every time you do, something else goes wrong.
Man, I can't believe this. I mean, on top of everything else, dear cousin Herbert's granddaughter's come to spy on us.
The last person in the world we would invite here.
Aside from Cousin Herbert.
Well, I suppose things could be worse. I just can't think of what they could be.
We're not finished yet.
Oh, I love a man who doesn't know when he's down.
We'll just have to keep an even tighter lid on things, that's all.
Yeah, well, Jimmy Lee's the one we're going to have to keep the wraps on.
No problem. I mean, it's his party.
That's right. We just keep him away from Celia at the party. That's it.
Question. What happens after Jimmy Lee has his party? I mean, why doesn't he just go ahead and tell all?
Oh, no. He wouldn't do that. He's a man of his word. Where the hell in this family he gets that from, I don't know.
What about Tolliver?
We don't know the man.
Who?
The name means absolutely nothing to us. We have to pretend that we haven't the slightest idea who he is.
Well, that should be easy enough. Fine. I think we ought to be leaving for the hospital.
I don't think I can set foot in there today.
Well, at least put in an appearance. Now more than ever, we have to show that we have absolutely nothing to hide.
Right.
Like hell we don't.